Context and privacy are the key features of anonymization, and you need to have both of those features working well in your product. You want it to be simple to install, simple to use, simple to configure. You want to be able to add features to it in terms of what you want to anonymize or what you don't want to anonymize. And you want to be able to change something from one form to another, from a private form, or maybe a name, to a generic name, in order to protect the person while keeping enough context to understand what's being said. The biggest use case is trying to deal with case data that you need to share with colleagues. And those colleagues may be outside of your local region, they may be outside of your country, so you may have to deal with regulations which control what kind of data you can transmit. And so being able to anonymize this data while retaining the context of it for your colleagues can understand it, and then have them provide you with legal advice and guidance on what to do in this particular case or how to handle the data. That's a key case of the anonymization tool. Another case might be in redacting data for confidential data for sharing with maybe an opposing counsel. So you're in a case situation where the opposing counsel needs to have some of your data, and you don't want to provide all of the information as it is. You want to protect some of the data. Maybe it's not something that's not relevant to the case at all that you want to protect. And so being able to redact that and keep it confidential is another key case in terms of like opposing counsel situation. And then the last case might be in case you want to retain the data for maybe some knowledge assessment or analysis later on, and then you can't keep that data in the normal form with all the private data in there. You need to privatize it and protect it with anonymization, and that way you can go back later and look at the data and do your analysis. For anonymization, it's becoming more and more important. More agencies, more regions are imposing rules on data privacy. It's happening in Europe with the GDPR. It's happening in the United States, and California has new rules. The federal has rules for healthcare, the HIPAA, and so there's more and more places where anonymization is important if you want to deal with this kind of data.